Welcome into a Packers defensive breakdown of their Week 9 game against the Detroit Lions. Obviously, not the result that Packers fans wanted, but holding this Lions offense to only 17 points should be considered a win. And we're going to take a look at the film. We're going to see some of the explosive plays that they gave up, but obviously some of the positives as well. So let's dive right into the film. A lot of these Lions explosive runs took place after over pursuit from the Packers defense. And you're going to see that here. This is just a good play design here. You're going to have a down block here on Van Ness, and you're essentially going to have a trap for the second level defender. So you see the flow of all the offensive line coming down this way, except for this right tackle. So the right tackle is going to down block away from the play. He's going to seal this edge. And because of this flow of all the guards, right, or the guard on this side of the play, you're going to get the eyes of the linebackers flowing with that play. So you're going to get both of these backers that step up, and this is going to lead into a trap, essentially, right? So you're going to get a wham block here on the second level. And this was just good execution here by the Lions. Wyatt almost makes a tackle in the backfield, not able to bring him down. And you can see the second level blocks as well by St. Brown. So Walker gets sealed. Wilson getting pushed to the inside. Montgomery able to sidestep and get a nice run for a first down. So this Lions run game is just pretty impressive with what they're doing on the ground. And we'll just watch it through on the backside here from the end zone angle. You're going to see that movement all going one way. So you got that flow. You got the backside cutoff, and then you've got this trap. Tight end gets in, makes a block, and that's going to create a backside seam for that big run. Here we're going to focus on Stokes. He's got outside leverage. This is cover one, so that means we've got man, and we've got him matched up with a tight end. I would like to expect more from him. This tight end does a good job. He's kind of bending this route, right, outside, but that's obviously because he wants to bend this back inside on a basic route. And he's going to still create enough separation from Stokes here, which is not really what you like to see. Your corner not able to keep up in a trail position against a tight end. And they're able to get a big play here on the Packers defense. So another explosive play moving the ball down the field for the Lions. Ben Johnson was predicting what the Packers would be doing here. And we know that the Packers love their stunts. And this is exactly what this run game is going to kind of bite into. And it's just going to be the perfect play call here. You're going to have a stunt here from Brooks going inside, right? And then you're going to have this lane that just opens up for another big run on a third down. So typically what you would expect, this is a third down, 3rd and 6, roughly, 3rd and 5. So a lot of teams are going to be passing the ball. The Lions, they get aggressive. They run the ball here. They make it 4th and short, and then they go for it on 4th down. So this, by running the ball here, if they're stopped short, right, if he gets tackled here, it's 4th and 1, and it makes that decision a little bit easier if you want to go for it on 4th down. But this is just something that the Lions do very, very well. They know 3rd and long, Packers like to stunt. They like to get to the quarterback with 4, and that's going to bite them here with this run. So excellent play call there by the Lions. All right, here we go. Packers backed up on their goal line. Got a man situation. You've got Keyshawn Nixon following across the formation with St. Brown. And you've got this little stutter, which is just going to be enough to slow Nixon down. And just a perfect ball here by Goff on that back shoulder. And great feet as well by St. Brown. Looking the ball in, gets the feet down. An easy touchdown. And that, you can't really ask much from Keyshawn Nixon. He is there. He's in a position, right? There's a little bit of a hand fighting, but it's back shoulder. So you're playing man coverage. Your eyes are on the receiver. If that's zone, there's potential for an interception. But again, if it's zone, he's probably not going to be that close to the receiver anyways. Just a good call there by the Lions in the red zone and an easy touchdown for them. Here we're going to focus on number 53 here, as well as Wyatt. Wyatt's going to be heading outside, so it's going to bring his guard into the tackle, and that's what's going to cause Sewell to trip on this play. So it looked more impressive on the TV broadcast because of the way that Sewell fell over, but we're going to see it from the second angle. So that's Mosby getting a sack, but you're going to see Wyatt. He's going to take this rush upfield, which is going to force the guard to overset, and Wyatt's going to work back in, and because he oversets, Mosby is going to get lucky here with Sewell tripping. You can just see the heels click there, and Sewell's going to get knocked over, and they're going to get pressure for a sack. So Gary does a good job on the backside as well with that bull rush, one of the few moves that he knows how to do, and he's going to get through to the QB. So that's one of the positives that the Packers had in this game, and a lot of it has to do with a little bit of luck from this trip here on the other side of the formation. All right, here the Packers are going to get caught in cover 2. So McKinney's going to drop back deep. We're going to have another deep safety here. And then you're going to have Quay, who's going to be looking for the number 3 receiver over here, or whoever comes vertical to the middle, right? And that's going to be Laporta in this instance. And by him going vertical, cutting through the middle of the field, Quay Walker is going to have to follow him. And in cover 2, you're going to have a hook zone here, a hook zone here. So where is going to be the empty space in the middle? Right here. So what they're going to try to do here is have a little bit of a dagger route that's going to come in and take that space. All right, so this is just good play design again by Johnson. So you're going to have that outside stem and then that break, and you can see the number 3, the guy going vertical, is going to be stuck with Walker, and then you've got these 2 hook zones underneath, and you just have a perfect ball there for a big explosive play for the Lions. So even though they only had 261 yards, a lot of it came from these explosive plays and giving them momentum shifting plays to get into scoring position. Just an easy play for the Lions there. All right, and this I saw a few times in the game. Packers trying to get pressure in the middle of the formation here. So you can see a double wrap here, getting into the inside with Cooper blitzing from the middle. And that's going to force Goff to not have an outlet. His back gets caught here in the middle, right? So if his back is here, he's not going to have an outlet, and he's going to have to get rid of the ball because that pressure is coming. So here he is trying to force the ball in the middle, not able to get it anywhere, and a forced incompletion. And this was the second time this game that the Packers brought that same type of pressure look, trying to crowd the middle, and it forces Goff to get rid of it early. All right, this play, again, another explosive run. We're going to focus on Decker here on the backside. So we're going to see some of that same run design earlier. You've got that action where it's going to be coming to the right here. So you're going to have all the backers that are flowing down. And Decker, looking at the second level, doesn't really see anyone, but he knows that he's just let Van Ness get through. So if Van Ness is able to crash down flat here, he's going to cut off that gap. And Decker does a good job here of recognizing that, keeps his hand there, seals him, gets just enough of Van Ness to allow the running back to get through. And you have a big explosive play and a nice tackle by Valentine there to prevent even more than that big run. So that easily could have been a touchdown if Valentine doesn't make that play. And we'll watch it from this angle as well. So you've got that full split zone look. And Decker just does enough to get that seal here. A nice explosive run for the Lions. And then we're going to focus on the other tackle here. This is just going to be a massive push by Sewell, Penei Sewell on the right side. You're going to have that full down block again. And you're going to have that over pursuit We talked about the over pursuit earlier in this video, but you're going to have all these backers shooting. They see the movement of the offensive line. They're all moving in the same direction, and that's going to create this kind of cutback lane. So this is just good vision by Gibbs. And you can see Sewell's power there on Preston Smith, obviously no longer on the team at the time that I'm making this video, but easy run up the middle, creates an explosive run, an easy touchdown for the Lions. Then we'll end the video on a positive note. Here we've got Enagbare at the top. And this is one of the tricky plays that the Lions try to get off. Enagbare does a good job of staying home, being honest, playing the pass as well. He sees the pitch there. Goff isn't able to get there for a block, and a nice tackle for a loss there by Enagbare, who has continued to improve as the season has gone on. So that'll do it for the defensive breakdown. Obviously looking at a lot of the bad, some of the good for this game. Overall, again, it was a decent performance by the defense. Right, I'm showing those explosive plays, but there were a lot of plays that went nowhere as well. The yardage total, again, was only 261 for the Lions. They were only able to put up 17 points. You know, this team had multiple 50-point performances against other teams this season. So by limiting, them to only 17, obviously the Packers offense had spotted them a touchdown as well. That's why it was 24-14 at the end of this. But, if the Packers can cut down on those explosive plays, all right, that's one of the areas that they need to improve, is that over pursuit, which is allowing cutback lanes, which is allowing those big explosive runs, and that's really hurting the Packers. So hopefully they can continue to improve in that area, and we'll see how they fare in the playoffs going forward. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys being here. Again, I'm going to be trying to make as many videos as possible over the next few days. I need to catch up on 7 weeks, now 6 weeks after this video goes out, but going to be working hard, catching up, and making sure that I'm back on schedule with the rest of the videos for the remainder of the season. So thank you guys for stopping in, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.